What's up guys, it's Luke here, and this is going to be Brandello taking on this base here with a Tower 9 hit. Just going to walk through the scout here, and basically what's going on is we're doing sort of a depth of a Town Hall 10, and the Queen Walk's going to come up here and basically do a charge into this base with a nice funnel there with a couple of minions at the top and some wizards. Baby Dragon, the King, does some funneling there. Going to be able to take out the Clan Castle and the Queen here, so very, very nice plan. And it's just going to take one minor tweak to get the 3-star from a Town 10. I think there is one interim hit, which we will show. Doesn't necessarily progress it, just kind of sees how it does. And here what he does is he drops, I think it's like 5 loons or so, and he does get a Sam there. So that's something that he's going to be able to use on the next hit. So he's going to put the Hound in front, I think, on the 3-star attack. And the sweepers are giving a little bit of grief here, but the Queen's able to kind of move through here, and she's going to be able to take down the King. Move through the Town Hall as well as the Clan Castle and get some pretty high percentage on this for a 2-star and not a whole lot of buildings left. So we'll go ahead and back out and bring up the next attack here in this progression. Eriton is going to go ahead and see what he can do and basically just do more or less the same thing. He's going to go ahead and try to get that Queen charge in. Baby Dragon at the bottom to get the funnel. Going to move to the Queen Fort. Wall breakers in. Not a bond there in the scout, so he's able to send them all at once. And unluckily for him, he does not funnel on the left side like the previous attack. Sam is there for the healers. Not going to be a problem though if he had Queen charged in, and unfortunately he didn't, losing another healer and another healer down to an air mine as well as to the thing. So he's going to go ahead and jump over there and do a sweeper, jump over and try to haste the King in and try to get the same thing, but just really wasn't working for him, so he goes ahead and just backs out. And then our guy is going to, maybe mispronouncing the name, but number 4 on the map from Fairy Tale is going to get the job done here with this attack. It may not be the 3-star, I can't remember. No, it may be. We'll see. Yeah, I think it is. I've seen this 2 or 3 times, but it's hard to remember the progression if you don't have it written down, so maybe I should have done that. But anyway, here comes the Queen charge. Nice funnel there on the top, getting the job done. Gonna go ahead and just use a bowler and a wizard at the bottom. Gonna go ahead and get that. He probably could have done the same thing with the Baby Dragon, but does take make sure that he gets the mortar taken care of. King's going to do some funneling on the right, going to pop his ability, and then walk this Queen in. Now, he double rages here, right there, and he probably did not need to get that second rage down. I think he might have been misclicked on a poison or something, but that second rage not necessarily going to be a big deal because the Queen is going to move forward and take out the enemy Queen whilst the rage is still active, and then take out that point defense. So everything's okay, just 1 point defense on her. Just a red bomb there, not going to take out any healers. Got 2 point defenses on her, but she's going to move over to the cannon and take that out. Now we see here the Hound moving in before the, and look at that haste spell. The haste spell is overlapping the Inferno Tower, so basically just they're able to move through. They almost get a second sweeper down, which was an improvement for the first attack. They didn't get the sweeper at all, and that was a definite improvement. The Queen's actually taking care of some air scullies, which is always nice. That first Hound is going to pop. I think it was just 1 Hound, I can't remember, but it does go ahead and pop pretty soon. There it is, and the balloons are moving in. He does a nice freeze here. Hasted balloons get in, and they're actually starting to take down that Inferno Tower. In fact, they do before the freeze expires. Balloons are coming in. They take some unfortunate pathing and go over to that cannon, and there is 2 air targeting defenses up, but luckily the Queen targets the wall, and she's going to move over and take out the Archer Tower and the air defense, and it's just pups for cleanup here with no air targeting traps or defenses left. So we're going to get the 3-star there, and this is actually a 6-pack for our guy, and we're going to go ahead and see the progression that helped him get that 6-pack. So right here, some good scouting here, gets this Baby Dragon down. Going to actually take out 5 buildings here. That's the first 2. He's working on the gold storage, going to hit that dark storage next, and then we'll actually walk over to that, I think he actually walks over to, yeah, I'm not sure why he would go to that builder hut, but anyway, going to go ahead and walk this Queen, try to get a wall break open. Doesn't happen, but I think he actually ended up liking the way this was working out. He goes ahead and drops a loon, goes and gets that mine out of the way, as well as taking care of any air targeting CC troops, which ends up in this case being just a minion, archer and a wizard. Now gets that Queen kill, another bomb coming down, and at risk of losing his healers, he puts a poison on it and a minion to save the scout, dropping a bunch of loons here, more or less the same style of approach as the other hit. Gonna go ahead and expose that Inferno Tower, and the way he's dropping his haste, it's overlapping the loons, so they were actually able to haste outside of the defense. And that's something you want to do, guys, as you're dropping your haste spells. Make sure they overlap the defenses. So if you see over there at the cannon, they weren't overlapped, and so they lost their haste ability before they moved away. So you want to haste them in and haste them out to the next defense. So if you overlap just by a little bit, that lingering haste effect spell will get them to the next defense faster. Now here he loses his healers to a Tesla. Looks like there's an air defense there. Would have been okay if it was level 30 queen. She would have got, or level 40 rather, she would have gotten around a little faster and ended up getting that air defense down. And so right now the next attempt is going to be a 40-40 attack, and they're basically going to just walk through this and see if there is an ability to just get the 3-star with just a 40-40 if that was the difference that it needed. So just using I think 2 hounds here, one from the CC, one in its camps, 5 healers for the walk, and 22 loons with 3 rage, 1 freeze, and 3 haste here. So walking that king up there to kind of get some of this trash out of the way so the queen just focuses on the defenses. Not a bad approach there. She's going to go ahead and walk through here, moving that loon in to get the CC pulled out. That's air targeting. Going to be some Wi-Fi bars for the rest of this attack, unfortunately, but this is not the 3-star, so it doesn't necessarily matter as much. Some little issues there, but anyways, walking the queen around and do the same thing, moving these loons in, and gonna go ahead and drop that haste spell down just so it covers the tip of the edge of the Inferno Tower. They're gonna be able to knock that through. Would have been nice to have the hound in there just a little bit sooner to tank a little bit for those loons, but they're kind of suiciding for that Inferno Tower. So the queen's going to walk around and getting a little bit on the healers there. She's going to walk back, grab that Tesla, then walk around for the Archer Tower and the air defense. So definitely got some damage there on, and I think that's actually all she gets as far as her healers. But the free spell goes down, locks up that Inferno Tower. She's going to step forward and get the air defense down. So looking pretty good right here, but just not enough loons to finish the job, especially with that sweeper pushing him back there. So the Tesla and the Expos are going to take out the loons there, and wow, he does get a lot of the base taken care of. He has the ability as well, which he's going to go ahead and pop there just to kind of push the queen through. She wraps back around and is actually going to break through the wall and get the Town Hall for him, which is nice. He does get the 2-star 88%, but not going to be a 3, so unfortunate to this attack. Now, here comes our guy with this 6-pack. He's going to come in with a clone spell, which I don't see a lot of at Town Hall 10, but this was a very nice approach. If you saw that previous attack, the main thing that was left up was the core. Those Expos and Teslas really did the trick. So here he goes with the same dragon to get that funnel started up. Queen moves around. She's going to walk through here. He's going to drop that king down for the funnel. Same thing, just focusing the queen on those defenses and making sure that she's not working on any trash while she's being targeted, as well as tanking a bit for the queen so she doesn't easily need to drop rages for it. Drops that loon down and get the lure out. Archer and wizard coming out of the thing. All the air targeting troops going to go ahead and knock that queen down. No problem with the rage spell. Might have gotten away with just a poison, but in the end, that's not necessarily going to matter because this one is going to be overkill. Goes ahead and drops the CC loons as well as a couple of his own, the CC Hound, I guess, as well as a couple of his own loons, and goes ahead and nicely, I think those are cloned level 7 loons coming from the clan castle, so very technical approach here. He's going to go ahead and basically use those loons to go through the interior of the base and more or less wipe out what's happening there as he wraps around with his own loons and haste spells. Queen Walk is still going to get that same air defense as well as the bomb tower, and I think it might wrap back for the Tesla. I'm not sure why she didn't do it this time, but it's not going to matter. Plenty of loons are back up. They're going to go ahead and actually just freeze over the air defense to make sure that they're going, and here comes a loon for the Tesla. Going to swap it out. I think it's too far away, so it's going to get a lot of health off, but it basically makes it a one-shot for the remainder of the loons. They're going to go ahead and collapse on that Inferno Tower, move into the bomb tower, and finish off that last defense here. Plenty of pups up left over, and it's not going to matter that the last loon goes down because there's so many pups. They're going to finish off the skeletons, just grab that storage, and that's going to be a 3-star. So nice work on that, our guy getting that 6-pack. Good job.